Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays with Nats Commandant and
Know your place, heathen.
Hey, guys.
And Hulk Smash Customs. And we start out the bat. We got from SDA Families. Family. Starting out the show, we're at Sector 2813. Evening, fellas.
Sure.
So we were talking about the Ghost Rider pre-order.
Yeah.
How small he is. I think I'm just going to hold what I got and wait and see.
Well, I'm still getting, and I just reduced how many I'm getting. I was planning on getting 3 because he's my favorite Ghost Rider. But they really, kind of dropped the ball. The bike's too small. He's too small. So actually made him true 1/12 scale.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. When's the last time they actually released a figure that was true 1/12 scale?
Oh, they've been doing a lot here lately, though. They've been getting scaling undersized on certain figures. Like the first one they started doing that with was the Retro Card Fantastic 4-Wave. And you got, what was it, High Evolutionary and Psycho Man, they're true 1/12 scale.
Yeah, those guys are tiny. They're supposed to be. I always picture a lot of people used to do custom High Evolutionary using the Toy Biz Mr. Sinister, and it suited them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
there's no way anybody could fit in that armor he's wearing.
No, I don't know. I'm just really upset with this Ghost Rider. I mean, as a standalone piece, as we talked about yesterday, you know what?
He still looks great if he's by himself. He looks great.
That's right. And the bike you can get away with size while he's on the bike. You know.
Yeah, if you keep him on the bike, as long as he's not standing next to another character, it's fine.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Danny Ketch Ghost Rider was jacked. He was big.
He was
tall.
Well, I don't know, man. They do these things. It's like, you released that other Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider 3 times? You had that as a size comparison. Couldn't you? You know what I mean? Do some research. The Ketch is bigger than Blaze.
That's Ghost Rider. He's bigger than Blaze.
Yeah.
Blaze is Ghost Rider. But not figure-wise.
We got AK in the house.
Hello, sir. I'm going to try to do a little bit of painting tonight. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do. Getting a little bit of mobility back in it.
Good stuff.
Oh, and right off the bat, the arm pegs, these are bigger and longer. You could dremel these down like I did with the Dom's Iron Man.
Yeah.
But at least if you want to use these and are you wanting to use these in the Abomination?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can dremel these down to match this.
What about at the bicep swivel? Does it look like it would fit if you just pop the shoulders out?
I don't know. I can't pop.
Arms right now. I'm not. But does it look like the thighs look ridiculous? Or
no, the size? They're the same size basically.
Oh, okay. I think it'd probably be easier just to swap the shoulders, and if I have to make the hole bigger in the bicep, that'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the whole shoulder mod thing. Plus, what kills me is that Armadillo's all armored up, but his shoulders look bald compared to the Abomination shoulders look better. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look into it. It's ridiculous. So to get arms off of eBay, just the arms alone, they cost $6 each, $6-7, and then shipping is $22.
Dang. That's about I forgot I ordered them. The canopy kits for the Batmobiles.
Mm-hmm.
Ordered them off Bombus B, and And the shipping off there has gotten really expensive.
Hank Solo's in the house, and we got our second one of the day.
I don't have friends. I got family.
We got Sector's question. Are you going to try for Death's Head SDCC?
I'm definitely going to try to get that. I would love to have two, but I'm going to be realistic and try to just at least get one.
How do you get that?
After SDC, they'll post them on Hasbro Pulse for limited quantities on Pulse.
You want me to try and get one?
Do what now?
You want me to try and get one?
If you can, that'd be wonderful.
I got absolutely zero interest in this shit.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. If you can.
Is he an army builder? Like I'm
No.
not too familiar with the character.
I wanted him to be for two different displays.
Okay.
His first introduction, he was a bounty hunter in the Transformers UK comic books.
Oh.
He was created by Simon Furman, one of the best Transformer writers ever. Best comic book writers.
We got the community looking out again. Sector 2813 says he could try for you as well.
Thank you, sir. Then I want one for a Transformers display, and I want one for the Marvel Comics display. Transformers. Yeah. In the Marvel Comics, he was size of a regular character, like maybe a Colossus or something like that.
Yeah.
But in the Transformers, he was the size of a Transformer. I think his last appearance in Marvel Comics, he had basically kind of like a cameo in an Iron Man book. And he was the size of a Transformer. When they were doing the cosmic stuff, Don would probably know more than I would. Remember better than I would.
I'm sorry, I stepped away to get this dummy.
I was just saying, like, I think the last appearance of Death's Head in the comics was in an Iron Man book as a cameo.
That was his first appearance, I believe, but his last appearance is, I'm almost positive, was a Transformer book.
No, I'm talking about his last appearance.
Oh.
He was in that storyline where before the.
Oh, when he was in outer space?
Iron Man was in outer space.
Yeah, he was part of the Guardians.
And he ran into Death's Head. Like, they showed Death's Head in a ship, and he was basically the size of a Transformer. Not the UK one that they killed off when they brought in Death's Head 2.
Off with his head.
Well, the figure they already released a long time ago was Death's Head 2, right?
Yeah, the Marvel Legends one, yes, it was a Death's. Oh, here's the torso for it. That's the Death's Head 2 torso. And
that's Colossus and Cyber body, same thing.
Yeah, it's Colossus body. It had different forearms and lower legs than Colossus. Mm-hmm. But it's got Colossus shoulders, biceps. That's it. We've mixed up some new flesh tone. Been playing around with these new Pro acryls, and that's my original I mixed up with testers. It's a little bit darker, that's a little lighter. I'm getting close to my mix with testers. And I'm almost to the point where I kind of want to leave that because it's almost a good match for Hercules.
Hercules.
Or we could use a little more brown.
7
or yellow.
And
I think I'm gonna put some more yellow in it. People don't think, when you mix the skin tones, you don't think about it. You put yellow in when you're mixing your skin tones to get a more natural tone.
I need a piece of paper.
Put a couple drops of yellow in there. SDA, yeah. Hey, Solo, you guys all right? I just looked over the chat.
I don't know.
A few drops of yellow.
I'm curious about that paint when we were talking about it last week. That yellow you have there, just that paint in general.
Do what now?
I'm kind of curious about getting some different paints. Like, you know, I basically.
If you're looking for new paints, these Pro Acryls are damn good paints. They're basically the new equivalent to what Testers was.
So it's just no need mixing, nothing like that. It's just perfect.
Straight out of the bottle.
Beautiful.
And they got shakers built into the bottles, and they got the dropper lids, so you don't have to worry about the lids being stuck like Testers.
Insane.
I'm all painted out from yesterday. Was it yesterday? Can't remember. Yeah. No, it was the day before. I painted all freaking day.
See, guys, he does all kinds of work when he's not on the screen. He comes coming on the stream, it's like, well, I already did all my customizing. I ain't got nothing to show now.
I've been posting my stuff on Instagram, so if you guys happen to see their sector's been checking it out. I'm still getting caught up on some of the older ones, but I got a few new ones to post eventually. Gotta take some pictures.
Yeah, I think that little bit of yellow is what did. That looks good. Can't really see
Sector's asking, Collector Express hand better than before the surgery?
Ham better than before surgery? No.
Not yet.
That's unfortunately no. I got a long ways to go before I can know if I'm going to get benefit of it. Right now, it's worse.
Yeah, it's terrible. My back, when I had my surgery on my back, the day after the surgery, I was better.
Really?
Yeah. Like when I woke up from the anesthesia, I was in less pain.
Oh, that's amazing.
I mean, it was new pain, but it was less than what I was struggling with.
Oh, at least that worked out.
So, I mean, I always worry when someone's like, no, it hurts worse now. And I'm like, oh no.
Well, this is all I can move my hand. I can't make a fist.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
Well, yeah, but the palm of your hand, which is necessary for the fist, is I would guess glued and sutured, right?
Well, they took the stitches out. It's just glued right now.
Yeah, I would give it a good few little days before I would worry about the fist, though.
Yeah.
Palm's important to the fist.
And I'm bleeding.
You gotta get them crevices sealed up.
Yep.
SDA is telling me to do the customs on stream.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna do anything else tonight.
Yeah, don't, man. Don't take a chance.
I just looked down. I'm seeping blood.
Did they give you anything to cover? Any gauze or anything?
I got a brace.
Yeah, he's probably in the let it breathe phase.
Yeah, but the one that's seeping too, is it seeping a lot of blood or?
I just looked down and saw it. I won't stop.
Yeah, put the stuff away.
Right now, I'm just going to be on host duty. I was planning on doing some painting, but I can't do that.
No, don't take a chance, man. AK says you'll never play basketball again.
If I'm kind of surprised that's bleeding because it's been 3 weeks.
I don't know, man. It's a very invasive wound.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take a while because it's got to heal.
Deep,
all the
it's a
way
deep
down.
tissue wound. Yeah, it's like all these movies. People get shot in the hand. They're still doing stuff with their hands. Like bullshit.
Sector, Dom, your Ghost Rider custom is dope. I love that version of his bike, the Nick Cage one. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I know that bike was.
Yeah,
That bike was dope.
Oh, I loved it, man. Thanks a lot, Sector.
The best thing about that movie is the bike.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the current mix on that new flesh tone. I did a mix of a lot of the different Pro Acryls. I got all their flesh tones. I mixed a bunch of them together. Try to get close to what I usually mix up with testers. And then I got some brown and a little bit of yellow. And I think it's going to look pretty good.
I find that when you're mixing up a lot of flesh tones, they just don't look good right out of the bottle. You got to either mix yellow or brown with them.
Yep. It looks.
That is a nice match.
It's pretty good there. This was close, but it's a little too pink. It was pinker than that. Then added some browns and yellows to it and got it close to, and added just a little bit more yellow to it. And I think that's going to be good. What you working on, Dom? I'm going to give you full screen since I can't really do nothing right now. Make you start the show right now.
That's nice of you, but I'm working on a quick pattern and a quick pair of pants. And then I got 5 days to finish up the bathing suit.
Ooh. Time crunch.
Yeah. Well, I had to take it to the person and have them put it on because the contractor was concerned about a certain part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's fine and I just have to proceed, but they took 7 days from me.
Oh.
I need to get these wrapped up. I asked Quinn if he's good about installing the cape on his Ghost Rider. I gave him instruction how to do it, and I want to mail him the Ghost Rider and the cape, and let him take care of the rest. Because it's going to be a while before I can do that.
Ghost Rider cape?
Space Ghost cape. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was like, hold on, what do we got here?
I mean, I was just gonna let it go. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know Ghost Rider wear a cape, but whatever you like, baby.
That's the Nick
That's
Cage.
reason they're customs, right?
Yeah, they probably have been a Ghost Rider wore a cape somewhere. Did the Cowboy one wear a cape? The one before he had powers, the all white suit one. It looks like a Moon Knight on a horse.
The one without the flaming skull.
Yeah, basically looks like Moon Knight Cowboy.
Moon Knight Cowboy. That's exactly what he looks like.
Mm-hmm. They get these packed, wrapped up, and put in your get your box fixed up. I got your swing arm in the box, and I got your pit vest upstairs.
So wait.
And
you are not going to believe this, but Canon mailed me a package.
dum dum dum.
Unbelievable.
AK says maybe during stunts before changing.
I mean, I have a photo of the package and a photo of the receipt, but I guess the proof is in the pudding.
You got something.
Very likely.
What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get?
I don't know. We'll see when it gets here. Unsure.
Just a moon.
Definitely something.
You guys give me a minute. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my brace.
Yeah.
So
We'll hold down the fort.
A minute. I suppose.
upstairs.
Thigh is 5.
I got a special picture planned for Instagram.
So 5, 2, 5, 4, 5, 5. I watched all of The Boys yesterday. Well,
Which one?
The Boys, season 4.
Oh, I haven't even watched it yet.
Up to the 4th episode. They didn't have the 5th episode.
How many episodes are there this season?
I don't know how many overall, but they're currently 5. They usually run about 8.
I'm gonna start eventually.
Eventually, it's good. It's really good.
Oh.
But if you're a better show is Better Call Saul.
I still haven't watched that either.
I'm back. Got my brace on. It's covered in dog hair, but
Did it stop seeping or?
this puts pressure on that spot.
Yeah.
It's got like a silicone pad in it
Oh, okay.
that goes over top of the wound. I thought it would be able to get by tonight, but nope.
Well, you were using it earlier.
Yep.
You just start using something, it makes it hurt.
Oh yeah. Push my fingers past getting closer to big, and I curl them down like this. It's working that palm more.
Oh yeah, you're stretching that.
Look, there it is. Easy peasy.
What is what now?
You take this tape and you measure pieces on this guy,
Mm-hmm.
and you write them down, and then you take the waist, you cut it in half, and that's your top line. And then this measurement is this middle line right here.
Mm-hmm.
This line right here is this measurement, And this line right here, from how far that is up, you know, from here up, that's this measurement. And then this bottom line is, of course, this measurement. So when I cut it out and I fold it in half, it should fit him. I don't want to say perfectly, but it should fit him.
Man,
I don't know if we're going for, because we want it to be bigger. Like he's kind of like chicken leg, right? So we want to add a little bit of bulk, but we also don't want to add too much bulk, and it still needs to form fit from here to here. So basically, it needs to be bigger up here than it is down here. However, these little cuffs right here might pose a problem
Sector
in getting it there.
today is the last call for 4 Horsemen pre-order. I didn't know they had stuff up.
It's their pre-order. They're revamps of like the first line ever or some shit.
Oh, now they've gotten better at their manufacturing stuff. Redo classic ones. Gives people a chance to get those classic designs too.
I know you're going to be shocked, but I bought the skeleton.
What?
No.
I don't mean to blow your socks off or anything.
When you start liking skeletons, that's something new. Isn't it?
I gotta see proof to believe that.
They had a centaur too, and then they had this necromancer that was pretty enticing, but
Centaurs are cool.
I decided to save my monies and just buy the one. I'm telling you, when all them things land, it's going to be a hell of a year for skeletons. I got a lot through Mythic Legions.
I'm still
Legions.
tempted to get one of those Minotaurs from Accessory.
Oh,
Those things look so cool.
I might be able to paint using helping hand. Hold this.
I am very interested to see their 2.0 skeleton.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying that the Fwoosh has the best skeletons, but they're not.
You own one of them?
3.
And they're not that good?
Oh no, they're great. One of the best, absolutely.
And what you think is
Not the best.
which one would you say is the best?
Ooh.
Yeah, Savage Crucible stuff went up for pre-order. Wave 2. There's a lot of humans, and that's their weakest thing, from my opinion. Their human sculpts.
Yeah, the torsos look so weird.
They have 10-pack abs.
Yeah. Oh, Sector's asking, Don, those 2 were the ones I want, Centaur and Necromancer. Her accessories are fire.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Sector's saying that those are the 2 that he wants. The ones that he wants is a Centaur and the Necromancer. And he said her accessories are fire.
Very, very tempting on a necromancer, but just told what I got. I would say a lot of people didn't like it, but I'm gonna say this guy probably is the best overall. It's a Kulu World skeleton, and a lot of people don't like his spine because it's a wire. It's a bendy wire. But
Wouldn't that give you the best range of movement?
it's also the most stable. It's the easiest to use, and it looks the best because it doesn't have the breaks in it. All of his joints are pinless pin joints. You know, they're kind of like Marvel Legends.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all real stable. They're all real well hidden. And they have, you know, a great range. I just think he's the better built of them all, and he looks good. And I mean, it's a bendy wire. You're going to get everything you want out of it.
That's the nice movement.
You want some teapot? What do you like? You want him to touch his toes?
Yeah, you're going to get more range of movement out of bendy wire than you are going to anything else.
And
now I can say people can be worried about how it holds up over time.
Yeah, and like bendy wire, you know, when you can compromise it by bending it like too close to itself.
Yeah.
You know, like getting too hard of a bend in it, but not. It's not the only way that you would get that is if you were to do it like backwards. It runs into itself front ways, and like I said, it's really stable. You know, so he's not like flip flopping around.
That's what you want.
And a lot of people like the Storm collectible ones, but man, those joints are just one step up from trash.
Sector's saying he loves the Storm collectibles ones.
I have one set of the Storm collectible ones, but I have never touched them ever since reviewing them.
They are.
I posed them, filled them with Hilla, and not touched them since.
They are delicate.
AK saying, believe it or not, the Indiana Jones Crystal Skull mail away that comes with the throne is very stable and has good articulation. That's a big skeleton, though. That's like 1/10 scale, I believe, if not bigger.
I got high hopes for that 2.0 though.
Is here. Welcome, Vulcan. You know what I always look for way back in the day, probably when me and you first started talking, right? Was back when I wanted to put it from my maestro. I just wanted a metal skeleton that could be posed, that could not metal, obviously, a skeleton that I would paint to look like metal, had the claws, and just have it displayed as Wolverine skeleton. But I can never get the right scale because Wolverine's a small guy, right? You know what I mean? So it'd have to be smaller than 6-inch scale. But back then, I could never find one. Now all of them are too big.
You could probably get one of those SH Figure Arts skeletons. They're a true 1/12 scale, so when you line it up next to the Marvel Legends, it would probably be about right size.
Could be, yeah. What do those things go for?
They're about $40-50. Yeah. Not the best, not the worst. They come with a lot of accessories. Japanese, feudal Japan style weapons and armor and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you, CE. That one slipped, man.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, my hand's starting to sting a little bit. Maybe that dog hair I pulled out my glue on my hand was holding it together.
I'm gonna use black thread.
Oh, I know. They pulled the stitches out and it's black thread. I actually they use medical glue on the incision, and it's kind of tacky, and it's had a bunch of dog hair on it. Took the tweezers and pulled it out.
I was sorry, I wasn't thinking. I was telling Dom that I'm going to use black thread instead of the
Oh, okay. I thought I thought I was pulling
brown.
the stitches.
It's either dark blue or black, and I'm gonna go with black. We'll look at my picture again. I'm thinking they were using black. Press a little longer. Now, just let me put in my thing.
AK says, "Stop playing with your handhole, CE."
I'm trying.
It'll never heal if you don't stop picking.
Yeah, I can see now. It's the first time I ever done anything. I just saw a lot of dog hair in it. I was like, let's pull it out. The hand is not stable.
Dom, can you ladder stitch?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I what?
Ladder stitch.
Lighter stitch?
Ladder.
Oh, ladder stitch. If I had to. Kiwi G.I. Joe Customs and Collections. How, bro? How's it going?
Whew. Getting by. Hey, what? If anybody wants to come in and ask any questions, here's a link in the chat.
Come in and chit chat.
You guys order Odin yet?
Yes.
I did not.
He's expensive, but I went and ordered him.
Ordered what?
Odin.
Oh, no. No interest.
I still haven't ordered Odin or the Hulkbuster. Hulkbuster, I don't know if I'm going to end up getting that one.
I got no interest in Hulkbuster either.
Aw. I know that's a lie.
I'm only buying one. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, they want an arm and a leg. I had to sell Sam on the black market.
I had a $10 credit on Amazon, $10 or $11 credit, and I got so they made it a little more easier.
Actually, I got a couple of gift certs from last year still for Amazon. I might use those to get Odin.
There you go.
Yeah. Make this thing a little easier. Some stuff, bro. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Smash that like button.
Smash
Remember to smash that like button. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Did I get it right? Get the energy right there.
Share it with your friends if you liked it.
Hey, we need to get the Captain America meme saying, everybody smash. Sector says, yeah, and Odin, he needs the gold paint that CE uses and bigger weapons. But I did it. And SDA says, yeah, Odin is cool. He does look. Which helmet you guys prefer? The curly one or the massive horn, just bull horns?
It'll be in hand, really.
You know, the one with the curly horns and all that stuff that looks cool. But when you actually see pictures online of him, he looks better with just the Texas Longhorns, man.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Longhorns. Texas.
I don't think he's from Texas.
Texas.
Aren't they in Oklahoma when Asgard comes to Earth?
But the Odin's dead by then.
Yeah.
It's King Thor.
Or King Valkyrie. Oh, jeez. Sector says the old school horns won so far. I can't believe they released that Build-A-Figure and tried passing that as an Odin.
Well, they get double duty. It's clearly sculpted to be King King Thor.
Yeah, definitely.
I have to let this dry. I chemically treated it because I have pretty good authority that this will be a one-time go. I'm gonna go get a refill.
Tell the bartender it's on me, eh?
Don't be liking my just a cheater.
Yeah, I just thought about that. I don't know. Are you getting the Hulk bust? Or are you passing on it?
Oh, I'm getting it. I had a $10. I have like $11 credit to use on Amazon.
Yeah.
That way I can get it. I got mine for like $50.
Yeah, because I got a couple of gift certs, I guess, from presents, and I don't know if you could use two on one thing, or are you only allowed to use one gift cert per?
You just load them up into your Amazon account, and it puts its credits. You just load them both up, and it'll be like a credit on your account.
Okay, so if I get
you need to do that before they can expire.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I think I like the ram horns, the curled ram horns. You get the more elaborate crown. Just look at the pictures. I like the more elaborate crown, I believe.
Which one? The one with all the curly things around it?
With all the decorative crown piece.
Yeah.
The one with the horns is just horns.
Yeah, it looks more like a Loki type helmet.
Yeah. The other one's more regal. It looks like for Odin.
Yeah, it looks like a headdress, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see in hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's big, though, man.
Well, they got his size right, but they didn't get Ghost Riders right.
Yeah, right?
Well,
I mean,
I see what they were doing. They wanted to keep it at the $50 price point, but so they made everything smaller. People would have paid more for a good Ghost Rider.
yeah. Come on, like, I mean,
I was going to buy 3, now I'm going to buy 2, and one's going to be chopped up for making a proper one.
yeah, I wasn't too happy with that picture when you sent it to me yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, and here, I'll pull it up on the screen.
Hector says, you think any of the ML will be on sale for Prime Day? I don't know about the new stuff. Like the new Hulkbuster, that'd be good. I doubt it, though. Or is it just old stuff that they discount? Yeah, pretty much just stuff that they already got on in stock. I don't think pre-orders are going to be part of that. Maybe.
All right, who's in love with Chester Cheater?
We all are.
No. What'd I say before I left? Not bad. You know, I bought him only because he was $20, and I didn't want to pay shipping.
This is the new Ghost Rider, the Didn't Catch Ghost Rider and the new Rider series. And he is tiny. You might be able to get some height out of him with some G.I. Joe classified legs. But still, the upper body, how narrow his chest is. And this is not a big figure. This is on that horrible Ronin body they bit from the Electra Ronin 2-pack.
Yeah, it's bigger than him.
And it's a tiny figure. And it makes this makes this look huge.
And that
belt matters too. It's got this head, which is on a bigger body, on this little tiny body.
You know, and that Blaze, his legs are bent a little bit. If that Blaze was standing straight up, he would have been towering him.
Yep.
Because that Blaze is actually big. He's pretty big for 6. He's definitely not 1/12 scale. He's not true 1/12 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
He's a
well, most Marvel Legends is not true 1/12 scale. It's 1/11 scale.
Yeah.
But this height wise, body wise, is true 1/12 scale body.
Awful.
They screwed up. I'm probably going to be using. I'll use some of the parts I already started putting together to make a Ghost Rider. These cuffs, these bracers, looks like I could probably reuse those. I can use the chain, use the spike part on the boot there. Might be able to use the boots, and the belt piece. But I'm going to have to build a whole new body for them. Just it's too damn small. It's very disappointing. Looks like crap, especially with this oversized head. With it don't even look like Didn't Catch Ghost Rider.
That's horrible. Sector says I got Chester Cheetah and the new
Cheater.
Also
Cheater.
New Grid from Entertainment Earth also grabbed their monster cereal mascots. They're fantastic. Yeah, the Jada Toys makes all those.
Oh, that's cool.
They need to do a Tony the Tiger. Because he's great.
Uh-oh. Chester's Cheetah versus Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
You say that like that's even a fight.
I know. Chester can run. Oh, sorry. Sector says glow in the dark. GID, sorry.
So he's a little loosey goosey.
Chester?
Yeah, but overall he's really good.
I think I'm on the flaming hot ones because with regular lighting it looks just like the regular one, but you put it and it glows in the dark bright red though. I'm all about some glow in the dark. And I like me some Cheetos, of course. Not really getting the munchies right now though. On that Ozempic.
So between you two, you both have good stuff to say about that, eh?
It's it comes with a lot of concerns, but I'm telling you, man, can't beat it. How long?
Sector says he has Cheeto dust on his fingertips. The figure actually has.
It does.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Wow, that's wicked.
Can you see the dust?
Yeah,
It ain't easy being cheesy.
that's why whenever I have cheesies, I gotta use a toothpick.
It's a Logitech, guys. I swear.
We see it. It's fine. We can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Buddy of mine, he picked up those. Walmart was clearancing out the Revolution armored He-Man figures, and had him pick me up 2 of those.
What you get? Just a He-Man, or?
Yeah, just the He-Man figure. They had Mechanic there too, but I've just been getting the He-Man and Skeletors, cherry picking those, and the monsterish characters that I missed in classics. I figure those can fudge in a little better with my classics display.
Yeah.
The humanoid character, the human characters, I just don't really like them that much, other than getting the He-Man and Skeletor.
So, the Wolverine,
Yes,
Weapons of Vengeance.
I don't know what this is. What are you talking about?
That's
The
figure.
Ghost Rider Wolverine.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Hellverine.
So that toy has been messing with me because I have 4 Ghost Riders on my skeleton shelf,
Mm-hmm.
but I also have a Skeletor and a Red Skull on the skeleton shelf.
Right.
And if Skeletor and Red Skull's on there, then shouldn't the
The Hellverine.
Hellverine be on there as well?
Yeah. That logic, yeah.
He's got a metal skull.
But why, when he gets possessed by the spirit, doesn't the rest of his flesh burn away?
Yes. You know, I was just talking about that today. I said it would be a better because the skeleton under his clothes still looks like a person because hellfire is pushing against the clothing.
Exactly. That's
So his arms should be hellfire, burning,
mm-hmm.
and it should be just stops at his gloves. And that would lead another cool visual is like when his claws are retracted, you could see him up in there.
Well, here's the problem though. Current people working for Marvel Comics doesn't know how Ghost Rider's powers works. With their Ghost Rider BC one, the Avengers BC 1,000,000, whatever it is, 2,000,000 BC, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. The prehistoric one rides the mammoth.
Yeah.
Just his skull is flaming. But he has a regular Kazar body. Why?
Disgusting.
That's not how he works. It's his entire body gets burned away, and it's hellfire. Over top the skeleton.
Skeleton hellfire.
So if he's wearing clothes, the hellfire fills out the clothes. If he's not wearing clothes,
Pushes against the clothes and makes it look like a body.
yes.
He also comes with his own clothes.
The only thing I could think about with Wolverine is because of his healing factor. Would the skin keep trying to come back?
Yeah, but wouldn't that be also the case for his skull?
That's what I'm saying. So,
Well, it's magic. It should be overriding his powers anyway, but Marvel's never made sense anyway. Even back when he was doing Ghost Rider was big, somehow Ghost Rider got possessed by a brood. Why he was still Ghost Rider?
what?
You want me to aggravate you a little bit? It's not Wolverine. It's not Logan.
Well,
It's
who is
not?
it then? Hello, everyone. Fragility Collector Express. What arms can be used on the Death's Head 2 body? I need to put new arms. Or it's the Colossus torso. If you're just looking for like keep the bandit arms, the Colossus parts work fine.
So my comic book shop for snookered me.
How'd they do that?
He put a book in there that I wasn't paying attention.
He just thought you might like it, and you bought it without looking.
Yeah, I didn't look through them. I didn't even skip through them. I saw Iron Man at the top and got excited. Well, he sent me this. This is the one he snookered me on.
The Helverine.
Yep, Helverine #2.
You're making me cringe how you're holding that book.
He couldn't even give you one.
And then in the very first 3 pages, it gives you the backstory of the current Helverine. And clearly not Wolverine.
Who is it?
It's his son.
Taken?
Oh,
Yep. Because Sabretooth kills him in the Sabretooth War.
Yeah.
Well, Logan buries him, right? And then the demon that is the possessor for Helverine stitches his body back together. And kablamo, we got Helverine back.
So
But he does not have an animanium skeleton, though, does he?
He doesn't not supposed to.
no, he doesn't have it.
Or Sabretooth couldn't have killed him.
So how has he still got the...
And the body's totally wrong on the action figure because that's not Bacon's body.
Sound like somebody done messed up.
Now his claws are wrong as well. You know, he's the 3 on the top of the hand versus the 2 in the
He's
one
got
underneath.
2 and 1 on the wrist.
Well, the way they explain that away is that when he possesses the body, he stitches it back together. He's known as the stitching demon. And he could have easily just stitched him and put that claw on top.
Guys, the comics do not apply physics. I will apply my own reality to it.
So, I mean...
But welcome, Ken. I don't know if he's going to make it or not.
It's frustrating, but, I mean, what are you going to do? It's not Wolverine.
You missed the... I tried to do a little bit of customizing, but my wounds start bleeding, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, he dogged it off pretty quick.
It's a comic book. Do not apply physics.
Are we already live?
Yeah, we started at 8 o'clock,
What time is it?
9 o'clock.
Oh, well, it's 8 o'clock here.
Make it easier for us old folks to get up early in the morning. Started an hour earlier.
Peanut butter Coke is a good thing. I don't, it's weird that I like it.
I never heard of that. Peanut butter
Coke.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Nope.
Okay, so you get Screwball and a Pepsi.
What?
Screwball and a Pepsi. What is a screwball?
Well, that would be telling.
I think this conversation is screwball.
It's a peanut butter flavoring.
Oh.
Dom, you believe these guys don't know what the hell Screwball is? How are you raising these guys, man?
What would I use peanut butter flavoring for ever?
Quick Google on Screwball.
Welcome name withheld.
Try to do a little bit of painting, but my hand starts shaking. But it'll stabilize it with my other hand. It's like it's too shaky.
He tried to do a little bit of painting, but wound up doing a little bit of painting.
Yeah, that too. Did not.
Screwball also makes an excellent salad dressing.
Peanut butter on salad.
Yeah. Holding. Can you just turn your Dremel on and set it off to the side?
So we got it, and you need that. The white noise machine help you go to sleep like that.
Yeah.
Just turn the Dremel on.
I have a recording of it. 5 hours.
5 hours of white noise Dremel.
Well, that's about how long I sleep anyway. So.
How's that?
There you go. You got it.
That's the noise we crave.
Oh, crap. How did that happen? That's vaguely terrifying. All right. I should probably redo this cape. Have y'all seen the new Ghost Rider?
No.
The little tiny one?
The what?
The little tiny one? We were just talking about?
Are you talking about the comic book or the action figure?
Comic book.
I have
No.
not.
I have not.
They were running 2 Ghost Rider books for a while, both Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze comics.
Danny Ketch was just a limited series. He only ran for 5 issues.
Okay.
He was like possessed. It's complicated.
They made him.
But, you know,
give him like a
these like really interesting stories, like they're on the highway and they're cleaning out all these demon infested towns, and come to find out Blackout is the one that's infesting all these towns, trying to get a good foothold and take over the earth so that he can.
Blackout or Blackheart?
Blackheart. Out.
Blackout's the vampire.
Blackout, the one, his son.
That's Blackheart.
Yeah.
Blackheart's a vampire.
We're getting a bath of him in this next wave.
That's Blackheart.
So it's him, right?
Okay, yeah.
And we go through like a 5 or 6 comic book arc of him being the behind the scenes guy. And this, that, one, the other. And when he finally makes it to him and they have their fight, it's 2 comic book panels.
What?
That's lame.
Yeah. And then he's being haunted by this demon that was possessing him in the start of the story, and Wolverine cuts it out of him with the Hellfire Claws. And then as it is pulled out of him, it doesn't die. It becomes exhaust, this thing, right? And he is riding it around like a motorcycle because it's a part of him. You know, it is a part of him. It grew inside of him into what it is, kind of like a child. And then he wound up, it attacked his girlfriend, so he decides it's time to get rid of it. He kills it in 2 comic book panels.
This sounds stupid.
It's like it's got all these interesting stories, and then he like wraps it up quick, fast, in a hurry.
Wow.
I don't
like
feel any real closure on any of these stories. But I mean, of course,
It is modern Marvel. So
was it Blackheart? He just sent him back to hell, and Exhaust isn't quote unquote dead. He's just paved over. He wrecked him, and quote unquote killed him, buried him, and then they're to pave a highway over the top of him in the coming days. So he could come back at any point in time.
We got a question from Incognito. I use a dark wash on a McFarlane Hush figure. Do I need to put a sealer on it?
it really depends, like what kind of wash you used, and it varies if I do a sealer on a wash. If I want it to be permanent, I seal it. If I ever want to change it up, I don't seal it. You gotta be careful sometimes with washes too. When your sealers can make the wash run.
He's saying he used it on the trench coat. I think you should seal it.
With the trench coat.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't seal it.
Are we talking a cloth one, or are we talking a?
It's McFarlane. That's what it'd be, plastic trench coat.
Yeah, plastic.
I would not seal it because some sealers can react poorly to that kind of material. I had an issue with the Lord Pumpkin. My first one I did, I had like strip all the paint off of it. The sealer made it too rigid, and as soon as you moved it, the sealer would crack. So, but basically, then I ended up peeling it like an egg.
If you're not going to be posing it, because it's a jacket, but you're not going to be posing it around, you probably won't have to worry about sealing it then.
No, the washes are pretty durable most of the time.
Okay, thank you so much. Chris Jordan's here. Hello, everyone. Name Without says, you can't trust modern Marvel or DC to tell good stories. Anyone remember 90s Ghost Rider villain Deathwatch?
Yep.
Yes.
It's like, I think it was one of the first big villains.
Now look, the run is great. It's so good. Like I said, the villains are so good. He's doing great work, but he could not just up jump the monkey,
It's like,
What am I wanting though? What am I wanting?
Well,
I want him to have like
remember too,
a 2-book fight.
It's one of the things that frustrated me, like in the 90s when they had like Superman. He lost his powers for like a year. They told stories, people trying to figure out how he don't have his powers, and how they wrap things up. Metron comes on his Mobius chair, is like, "Oh, you're slightly out of phase, not allowing you to absorb energy. New Fixit. That's it." After the Legion and superheroes came in, Brainiac couldn't figure it out. All these different characters try to figure out why he don't have his powers. Metron's like 5 seconds, like, "Oh, you're slightly out of phase. Let me fix that."
Kryptonian, you're out of phase.
And not to mention too, like stupid things they did, like when they had the Legion of Superheroes show up when he didn't have powers. Like, oh, they were needing Superman's help, he got powers, so they had to go back to the Legion. And they didn't give him a Legionnaire ring for,
What did that give him?
They didn't give him nothing.
You get nothing.
He was trying to be Batman without Batman's like skills. He was basically tricking people, playing chicken with people. Like, hey, you don't want to fight Superman.
He had a good poker face.
Yeah, but everybody does want to fight Superman. He's constantly getting into fights.
No.
Even the criminals trying to shoot him all the time.
Incognito says, the sealer I'm using as tester is acrylic wood stain 10-year acrylics. I use the tester's wood stains, the for washes, and they're pretty durable without even putting a sealer on them. Got the acrylics here. These work great. So I haven't used the wood stain sealer. That'd be interesting to check out. Yeah, I like that skin tone. I got mixed up. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I think if you get it to focus. That's the second coat over top of black. Normally put like a warm flesh tone as like a primer.
Hang on.
But
That looks good.
not a bad color. Got a little crooked over here where my hand starts shaking.
AK says, I see the Energon Universe comics just could not help themselves dropped. And Incognito's asking, would anyone recommend another different sealer I can use?
What do you recommend a different sealer to use? Depends on what you're using it for. I use a 2-step sealing process. I will seal the parts with a automotive clear coat from Duplicolor. It's automotive top coat, clear, and after that dries and cures, I'll hit it with a Mr. Hobby matte finish spray paint, and it gets a really nice satiny smooth like finish to your stuff.
Sector says, Collector Express, Deus Ex Machina, whereby a seemingly unsolvable problem in a story is suddenly and abruptly resolved by an unexpected and unlikely occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it sounds like whoever was running the show was like, the storyline didn't do so great, so let's get over with it already.
Well, they ran for a year, literally a year worth of comics with him no powers.
Now, that might not have been popular.
It wasn't popular. It's like people were wanting them to wrap it up, but give a better conclusion to what happened. Right after that's when he started. I think when he started getting his energy powers, became Electric Superman.
Blue and red.
Before the blue and red,
the
blue first.
The energy super. Did anybody get that McFarlane super?
I like to got it, but I never saw it. I never even seen it, and it sold out online.
I saw it go for pre-order.
The pre-order sold out fast. But they had a variant for the Red Superman.
Did you guys see the? I guess it's the SDCC exclusive. McFarlane's doing the Gold Superman.
Yep, the gold statue.
Yeah, like with the eagle on his wrist.
The Death of Superman. I kind of like it.
I do too, just because of it's a standalone piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still boycotting McFarlane.
I completely forgot I had those canopies for the Batmobile ordered. I got the email from Bombus B today. He's like, "Hey, you need to pay up the balance. They're coming in soon." He's like, "Oh,
no, thank you."
Well, I got them. It's just when I got them because the cars need them. But the shipping's freaking expensive from Bombus B now. It's like 20-some, almost 30. What was it? $20-some to ship those.
Everything
is awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Can't catch a break.
I really liked those movies.
You know, I thought they were great too. And I was like, hey, you know what? My then girlfriend, now wife, I was like, hey, let's go watch the Lego movies. They're pretty great. She didn't like none of them.
Oh, what?
I'm like, do you not have a heart or a soul?
Did she say why she didn't like them?
Of course not.
Did she step on too many Legos as a kid?
To me, as an adult.
Oh, that's not what I want.
I thought that was a surefire thing.
Yeah.
I took her to see Logan. That was a mistake. We were supposed to go to dinner and a movie, and that movie messed her up so bad. She's like, I want to go home. I don't want to be in public anymore.
Whoever should went to eat first.
That's the one where he took out a helicopter with a motorcycle.
No, that's Origins. Logan is the last one.
The one where he dies.
No.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, man.
I mean, it's old enough.
If you haven't watched that movie that came out 10 years ago, spoilers.
I know. Incognito says thanks again.
Saving him the 2 hours of watching that movie.
Oh, I would assume that's for my top coat recipe.
I was being facetious.
Yeah, that looks better.
Facetious.
Facetious.
That's one of them are $5 words.
Facetious.
What you making?
Problems.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'll make another demon face.
Kind of mix between a bat and a pig demon.
Something like that.
You should have been here earlier when I was spreading lies and misnomers about you.
Well, you wouldn't be the first person. Were they at least, inventive?
No.
Oh, well.
I told him you shipped me a package.
I did ship you a package.
Nobody believed him.
Lies. I believe I want to see.
You
I
gotta
sent you.
you gotta start telling more believable stories, man.
I sent you the shipping receipt. It probably arrived, Monday?
I have several things coming in Monday. So, yeah.
I got the package that Don sent me with the breeches and the cape.
I figure I should get good at shipping stuff since
You open a store.
I opened a store.
It got a lot of. When I reposted your post, and on my page, it got quite a bit of views.
I can check how the store's doing. Nobody's ordered anything yet, which is fine.
Window shoppers.
It's also a funny thing where you also gotta hit with something disposable income, and then they want it, and market saturation.
Yep.
There's a whole college course about it.
I crossed the 7,000 mark on Instagram.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm going to be out of town for a week, so don't order anything this week. It'll take longer to get there. Order in a week when I get back.
I thought you were gone this week.
No, I'm going this week.
I got 1,788 views on reposting your shop video.
Oh, cool. I'm not going to be there. Like, I wasn't here for the last 2 days. I just got back in downtown today, which was interesting.
You got a question, Cannon, for your shop. For Cannon, about that Beastmaster sword, is it possible for sale?
Oh, yeah, I can put that up.
Accessories could be good items too, so just heads.
I'm only doing the free version until I start to make revenue with it.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, you have
They
to
charge
pay.
you per item.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to pay. I can
how
get
many
5
items
items
can you
up there.
5 items from the free version. You got 3 currently. You got the mammoth head, the demon head, and the zombie head.
Yeah, and I looked at the pricing on those and adjusted the pricing down a little bit, except for the mammoth head, because that thing takes long to print because of how long and tall it is. This is a lot bigger than normal things. So.
Gotcha. Swords take a very long time to print.
Yeah, they do. Well, because you got to print them vertically.
Yep. The sword's got to be printed like this, standing straight up.
One that I printed for you took, what did I say, 10 hours?
Yep, when I printed them, it took me 12.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So you try to print them this way, you get the screws all along one side of the blade. If you try to do it this way, it makes one side serrated.
Yeah.
So it's got to be vertical. And the taller the print, the longer it takes to print.
So I know that it's not on your figure, and it's really hard to tell when it's not on your figure.
Can you see it? Oh yeah.
Those look make those legs look so much better.
Oh yeah, that's the only problem I had with that. Using that body for Ray. What's his name?
Reyes.
Robert Reyes. Because those things make him look. And with the nice jacket that Don made me, like those legs look way too thin. So this will definitely help.
There you go.
Yeah, 'cause in the show he's wearing like black denim jeans. So. And I got a set of Vans too, so I know he comes with the white ones, but I got like Quintessence Syndicate, a friend of ours here. He casted those running shoes in black, so all I got to do is paint the laces in the sole in white, and I got the right shoes for him.
They got soul, huh?
They got sole. Well, I got to paint the sole. But...
Come on, get over there.
Yeah, Don, those definitely gonna make them look a lot better. I wasn't liking it. After I did a little bit of dry brushing on those, I painted the legs black and I did some gray dry brushing to make it look like denim, but it still doesn't look good. It's too thin.
Now you got a Robbie Reyes. It's going to be complete, and you didn't get the car.
I'm gonna make my own car.
That's the way to do it. It look better than what they put out anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty well done with getting their products.
Did he get back to you
Who,
He
me?
ain't got back to me.
about the fixing the problem that he had with the? Is he gonna send you a clear orange one or?
Yeah, they're going to send one without the decals applied, supposedly, unless he's just flat out lying, which I don't put past him.
Has
Oh,
has that happened in the past where he just not been truthful?
He's got an odd attitude.
He's been less than honest.
Yes. Well, they flat out lied. The reason why they screwed up the stickers too. Blamed it on a fan. Gave him bad advice.
Is
I
it
found
possible
the
that,
advice that the fan gave. The fan he's blaming gave him.
yeah,
The fan was right.
I'm gonna play devil advocate here for a second. Is it possible that he misunderstood it due to a language barrier?
No, it's dude was very, very specific about how the decals should be applied, and he tried to blame that on the reason why he got it wrong.
Wow.
And that's not something that could be misunderstood if language, like English, isn't your first language.
No, he actually gave him like very detailed, like couldn't, even with a language barrier, couldn't misconstrue it. Like, so this is the grid for your stickers here. Say, this is the corner of the flag, and they had the lettering starting exactly at the corner of the flag, which is close but still incorrect. The guy said, and the first star starts right here. And he said, hey, the G should start at the edge of the first star and line up with the quarter of the vent window. He replied back, oh, we're going to move them back on the final. And he was very detailed, like the orientation of where the sticker should go in the comment. And it's factually correct.
Yeah, I went back and reread that when you sent me that message. I was like, okay, let me go back and see that. And then, yeah, it's like
That is the only person I saw in the comments on that YouTube video talking about positioning of the decals, and it was 100% correct.
wow.
I was like, oh, we got bad advice from a fan. No, you didn't. You screwed up. You don't want to take responsibility for it.
And I'm sorry to say, you know what? You shouldn't be depending on a fan, anyways. I mean,
No, you do your own research. You're making a
pictures don't
product.
lie.
You're doing replicating a movie prop or a movie car. There's millions of pictures of it online.
And then just go on Google and put General Lee. You're gonna see him everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he can't. You know that's baloney. You can't. Blame
I
a
paid.
fan.
I paid for. I told them, like, they sent me after I contacted them. They were ignoring my emails. I said, I'm not paying for the shipping. As soon as all that come out, I contacted them. I was like, hey, I'm not going to pay for it. As soon as that come out, I started talking to them about switching to one without the decals applied. I got an invoice for shipping. And it's like, without getting a response back from the 4 emails that I sent them.
I felt a certain kind of way about the surprise shipping on that because they didn't specify that when they sold it, that shipping was going to be separate. Not that I recall. Did they say that anywhere about the shipping on those?
It was early on where they were talking about like you get the shipping later on.
All right, I guess I missed that.
They said it was like 50 for a single car and like 90 for 2. I got 2. And I replied to them when they sent me the shipping invoice. I'm not paying this until you confirm I'm getting one without the decals. If not, you're going to be canceling the order, give me a refund. And I did get a language barrier reply back. Oh, this is a pre-order. If we cancel it, you get a restocking fee. Not if you screwed up the product. No, I don't.
Names. I'm sorry, Don.
If they want to like act like all nonchalant and not fix the problem when they're selling a high-end collectible, it's supposed to be a high-end collectible piece.
Here's the other thing. I think that this is a pre-order. You're gonna have to pay a restocking fee. I think that is some BS.
Yep.
Because if it's a pre-order and I cancel it before the pre-order has been released, then you're not restocking anything.
Well, it was
that's number one. Number two,
they screwed up.
If you didn't give me the product that I paid for, I can dispute that with my credit card company, and you're not going to get paid from them.
Yeah. They're like, apologies, we screwed up. We're not going to do anything to fix it. It's like run more bodies and fix it. Yeah, you run more bodies than fix it right. That's what you do. So majority of people that got stickers applied are going to have, well, everybody who got the stickers pre-applied are getting ones with the stickers in the wrong location.
Oh.
It seems like for something like that, you would probably be less expensive. They're just decals anyway.
Well,
your fans put them on.
They're actually transfer decals where once you put them on, they're like paint. So there's no way to actually peel them off and redo it. If they were just a decal and they're in the wrong spot, yeah, they could just peel them off. But these are like dry rub style decals. Once they get transferred over, they're like paint.
That decals would have been decent too.
When we had them on the show, I mentioned like, have you thought about doing vinyl clean stickers? Where if they're not in the right spot, you can move them.
Put them where you like.
Or if you want to display them without the decals for some reason. And then we failed to estimate the if you want to be shiny, just use Duplicolor. Yeah, the Duplicolor is super glossy once you put it on. And I've left stuff shiny with that too, just for a really nice finish.
Yeah, that Duplicolor does have a nice finish.
Yeah,
if you want something that's shiny.
And it's hard to make it run. You got to really get too close and too thick to make it run.
No, I can make it run.
Let's see. Do I have anything close by that I can get?
Did you use Duplicolor on your prime, the armored parts of your prime?
Oh yeah. That's glossy. Gloss coat.
That's shiny.
Yep. Oh, and the Electrocute. She is full on gloss Duplicolor.
SDA says waiting on my Ramen Racer and Great White. The horn came from Shane Davis, the comic artist. They almost didn't have a horn until he reminded them. And he says he paid for the shipping. Sector says $120 for 3 Ramen Racers and $8 for a He-Man head. Painful, but I knew it would be separate. The name withheld says thanks for the info.
When I get back from my trip, I'll put that Beastmaster sword up on the site.
Here we go. This is a duplicate gloss finish.
Yeah, that looks good.
You get super, super shiny.
That's how Bender got his shiny metal.
Shiny metal ass.
Mm-hmm.
This is the color over top of the armor, gold armor, similar to Prime. It's the exact same color I use for Prime. That
looks good. Yeah. Every time I see that electrocute, I can't get over how nice that hair mold is.
Yeah, I would love to be able to get some more of those, but apparently that WWE figure is rare now. I got that off of.
So nice looking though, perfect.
Yeah,
hair.
it flows really well.
Yeah.
I would love to have it to do different head sculpts, have her like like a smiling head sculpt and different things, but
Namath out says thanks, and Sector says those figures are gorgeous, so shiny.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to do a second hard case. I actually have an alternate head. I want to make this one, and that way I can just not have to make another head. I can just use the one, because this one I dyed the body black, then I dry brushed blue over top, and I couldn't do my normal sealers I usually use, and it kind of, as soon as I would hit a sealer over top of it, it would turn black. The dye would like basically dissolve the paint, or like bleed right through the paint. And so every time I hit it with the sealer, everything I dry brushed on the upper body blue would turn black. So I started building this too before they came out with the retro carded Hercules. So he's got a waist and legs from a Hyperion mold. I think it's Young Thor, which uses similar parts. Different waist from Hyperion, but similar legs. I just don't like, with the Hyperion legs too, I don't like how big the lower the calves are. They're like ginormous. They're like the same diameter as the thighs.
I've been doing a lot of calf raises.
Yeah, so this has got a little better taper, but I need some boots though.
He doesn't skip leg day, but that's the only exercise he does.
Yep. This is the armor piece. This one I fabricated out of styrene. Took a while, use a heat gun, bend it over like a metal pipe, get it to shape it just right. And this one, can molded it in like 5 minutes, like then a print.
That's how it goes, man. Computer makes things a lot faster.
Let's see. This one took quite a bit of effort on it, because I had like notch it, put these little grooves on like into the armor on the sides, cut it just right, bend it and shape it. And one night after the stream, talking to Cannon, and about 5 minutes later, I'll make the armor for you.
There you go.
There's a seller on Instagram, had mostly head casts and stuff. What's his name? Brainiac. He just released a couple of figures with flex resin hair, so it's actually pretty cool. Get some nice movement out of the hair at least.
Yeah, flex resin is nice, but it's expensive.
I wonder if Hasbro Marvel Legends would make Ultraverse characters. I would love it, but the thing is, I don't think people working for Marvel actually even realizes they own the Ultraverse characters right now. I'd probably be very unlikely. And the whole nonsense too, we're like, well, they can't use them because they get the original creators get a commission. It's like it's a standard fee. That's just an excuse they try to make out. So for years, why they wouldn't use the characters. Oh, it's the way the contracts were written. Like blah 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 blah. And now that's in every new character gets created. The creators get a standard fee when they use them. So that's nothing new. Chris Jordan, I pray I get one before they sell out of those nice young gamuts. Thank you, Kenan, and thank you. I like those 97 gamuts. The Beastmaster swords. Corey's gambit heads, they sold out within probably minutes.
Oh, they look good.
Oh, yeah. I was going to plug them the very next night on the Toy News, and they were already sold out.
If they sold out that fast, maybe he'll do a second batch.
He is. He's mentioned on the Discord. If anybody wants to join the Discord, the Discord link is down in the description down below. And we all hang out there except for Hulk Smash. He's too good for us.
He's just busy.
What have I ever done to make you treat me so disrespectfully?
Comes on, sends me pictures of all these new customs he's working on. Don't do anything while we're on live.
He's moderating. He's doing a valuable service to the community.
Well, while I'm injured, I could do the moderating, and he could be some customizing.
That's a fair point. Maybe he's just shy.
They made Crystar, but that's true. It's an very obscure character of Crystar. Of course, I think he's probably less obscure than the Ultraverse characters, just about it though. Because Robot Chicken did have those guys, like those meth heads, shatter Crystar and smoke them.
I didn't see that episode. Oh, it's a funny show, though.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that Seth Green was at Joe Fest and got up with the Savage, not the Animals, the Warrior of the Kingdom guys, and he's actually a fan of what the Jason's doing with the AWOC stuff. Connor the Megalomaniac. Hello, sir.
Chris is asking, when will we get a Wildcats line?
Which closest we got, we got Grifter, one Grifter figure, but nobody else. They can do Grifter. I would assume they can do the rest of the Wildcats.
Oh, you mean the Grifter that didn't have his guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but none of the rest of them use guns, so that shouldn't be a problem.
Well, it's not.
It's a huge problem. Huge.
I will say, for one, that is not.
Didn't he make the guns later in a separate pack?
He did.
Mm-hmm.
But you got about, and they're exclusive to his store, and shipping's outrageous in his store.
That's one of those things. That's a marketing thing.
Well, WB will not let him release at retail the weapons. I will say that I will give Todd credit on that slack on that, because that is not his fault. That is totally the idiots running WB. He's like, our superheroes can't have guns, which is total horseshit.
Our characters cannot have weapons. None of the villains, the heroes, nobody got them.
Yeah, but they'll take the brightest, most cheerful superhero and make a movie on it, dark and gritty, where they're killing people. But we can't have those toys come with guns. Can't have none of that.
What's the matter? You like fun? Too bad.
It does seem downright un-American not to allow people to have guns.
It does.
Yeah. Like McFarlane Grifter is poo-poo. I made my own using the Old Man Hawkeye to go with my custom Zealot. Yeah, that's best bet.
I'm gonna figure out who my congressman is and write him a letter.
Sector 2813 said McFarlane's guns are for 1.9, 1/8 scale. They're way too big. I wouldn't doubt it, because his scale is awful. His scaling on his figures is terrible.
Talking about Ghost Rider again?
I like McFarlane this time.
That's not funny.
McFarlane will probably make it a mega fig, though.
Well, when you need the figure to fudge into your 6-inch figures, he'll make it a mega figure.
Yep. Oh, I was checking out the comments, like on the stream when, on the other channel. We were talking about this is for about Gary not digging this one.
Wait, what?
Gary commented, "No."
He's going to send you his therapy bill for the trauma that you've inflicted. And just send him a therapy bill back. Say exposure therapy.
There you go.
You get desensitized to it eventually.
My hand gets better. I got a soft goods cape I want to put on this thing.
And the wife says good night.
Good night.
Have a good time.
All right, so let's paint some fabric. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but sounds like a plan.
Let's see what happens.
It fits really well.
Hey, they finally got the post office down here remodeled. It's much nicer.
Spreading them lies again.
It's much nicer than it was. I just have like an office area. It used to be like you'd go up to a window in the middle of a hallway, and that was how you access postal services.
Sounds like you were doing like some kind of shady dealings there before.
That's the postal service I'm dealing with around here, man.
Hey.
I got like hand cash to a guy in an envelope underneath the table, while guys in sunglasses and suits watch me from across the parking lot.
I heard you can take care of this package I got there.
Yeah, I got a package that needs to go out. I hear that you're the guy I'm talking to about that around here.
Hey, I got 2 of these capes. I'm about to paint one of the back of them, but if anybody wants one, just shoot me a message. I'll send them to you. They're gonna go in the trash. Otherwise,
What are they?
capes,
What do you think? What are they for?
pink.
Pink capes.
What did I use it for? Here, I'll show you.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody who wears a pink cape.
That filler right there.
That filler right there.
Whipper Lasher.
I still got to get that thing across his chest to hook these two little gold things together. And that's the same thing is exactly what I'm waiting on for the what's that other guy's name?
Frank? Larry?
No, not Frank. Frank's in the bedroom, in my room. I'm making you a cape. It has a collar.
You are?
Yeah, it's yellow with red on the outside. Oh, fuck. What's his name?
Steve.
Maggie. He's Madame Mask's father.
Greg?
This guy.
Nefaria.
Nefaria. Count type.
George.
This thing. I gotta get this stuff. Because while it's just a hoop here, it's actually gonna hold the cape on. So it's actually important. I tried to make one out of wire, but you can see the wire through it.
Mm-hmm.
So not the best. However, I found some cable and on Amazon. I'm just gonna hope for the best, right? Plan for the worst.
Hey, I saw that Ghost Rider bike that Hulk Smash made.
What?
It turned out good.
Yes.
He posted it up on his Instagram.
You know, he says stuff, but he's quite good at it.
Remember when he used to not ever post anything on his Instagram?
I know.
Yeah, he's just a stalker.
And then we harassed him a whole bunch about it, and then he finally posted stuff on his Instagram, and it was great.
I know. It was like nobody like. I've seen it his work a long time ago, and now he's finally started showing everybody else. And
He was just keeping all that goodness to himself.
he's ignoring everything we're saying right now.
He's muted. He probably don't know that he's muted.
He's taking a sabbatical.
Well, I'm gonna need a bucket.
A little more brown in my flesh tone. If it dried, it's a little bit light. Just darken it up a little bit. Had some yellow to it earlier, but still not enough. Let's get the right balance. So.
Take it like a Polaroid picture.
Nice.
You know you're not actually supposed to shake Polaroid pictures.
Yeah. But I like to take the fun away from everything, though.
Puked out a bunch of paint I didn't want to waste.
Kids nowadays are like, what's a Polaroid picture?
Well, they don't know about getting film developed.
But, I mean, that's the nature of the beast.
They don't know about film, not to mention getting one developed or
They also don't know anything about how a camera works. They just take the picture and the camera does all the work for them.
Yep. Oh. He was having technical difficulties. Is he? Is it working again? Nope.
You gotta hold your tongue at the right angle.
That's right.
If you're not doing
Not
that,
holding
it's not
space
gonna work.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
And don't breathe.
You can breathe. You just have to hold your breath and then stop touching stuff and then breathe and then go back to touching stuff after you're holding your breath again.
Yep, yep.
You gotta measure and breathe.
It's like a martial arts.
More
Controlled
meditation.
breathing.
I also watched The Boys over the weekend.
Well, don't tell me anything about that because I will watch that one. Don't spoil it.
Well, it's good. It's only 5 episodes deep, though. So.
As long as they're good episodes, that's all that matters. Quality over quantity.
I think there's going to be like 6 or 7, maybe 8.
I found the whole narrative thing so stupid. Like people were like bad mouthing like conservatives were so stupid they didn't realize the Homelander's the bad guy. No, everybody realized he's the bad guy.
They clearly know he's the bad guy.
I don't. Each side trying to make fun of each other, like being dumber and dumb, and it's like nobody in the narrative thought Homelander was the good guy. And
in that particular narrative of The Boys, is anybody particularly a good guy?
no, they're all
bad. Every single one of them.
Even Butcher's the bad guy, and the fake heroes, the 7, are definitely bad guys. They're all evil people doing evil things.
Selfish.
Yep.
You guys hear me now?
Yep.
What?
I'm just tired of that kind of genre from the get-go, though. From I'm tired of the evil superhero shtick. It seems like anything they do anymore, that you got to put in the evils. You got to put in the evil Superman archetype.
It was like, edgy for like a minute.
Yep. And they run it in the ground. It's like when they did these Injustice animated movies. It's like, stop. I thought Injustice was stupid because making Superman go evil defeats the purpose of the character. If you want an evil Superman, you got Ultraman, you got Bizarro.
Yeah.
You use those.
Exactly.
It's like they want to run the character.
I think that one is a little bit different, Ultraman. Right? Because he's from a different universe. It's like, what if Superman was evil? But I don't think we need more of that.
Right.
We got that in Ultraman.
That's what I mean. It's like we don't need another alternate universe Superman that's evil.
No.
Well, you got that with Ultraman. And
yeah, but
And you got
not
those
to play
Justice
devil's,
Lord.
not to play devil's advocate, but you always have Superman to fight the bad Superman if Superman's not the bad guy.
What do you mean if Superman's not the bad guy?
Yeah, the bad Superman archetype, Bizarro, Ultraman. When Ultraman and Bizarro show up, well, you got Superman to fight him.
yeah. But I don't.
I'm looking for a world that don't have Superman to fight the Superman.
Yeah, because all the other people want to see Batman beat him.
Get their rocks off on that terrible character.
Here's the thing, though. All right.
Uh-huh.
If Superman decided to go dark side,
He would go to
Batman's
Apocalypse.
Batman's not going to have a chance.
No.
Because as soon as Superman decides to go bad guy, he's going to take out Batman first. You just go up into orbit where Batman can't get to him before he has revealed his decision to go dark side, and drop a rock on his, city and wipe him out.
Well, technically, Superman could actually make an impact, but basically like a nuclear impact by finding the atmosphere and hitting the ground as hard as he can.
You could say that, Batman has reinforced the walls of his Batcave with kryptonite and a contingency plan, knowing that someday Superman would go bad. And so if he did that, then he'd be screwed. But if he dropped a rock from space, then he doesn't have to deal with that. There's some science fiction I was reading, some book, where they would essentially just take these tungsten rods and line them up in these satellites like little missiles, right?
Kinetic triggers, yes.
But they're just tungsten rods, right? And they would just drop them from orbit, and they called them God rods, and they would just wipe out a city.
The problem is they can't get the tungsten phone poles into space. Too much money.
Well, that's getting cheaper and cheaper.
The way I figure this whole Batman Superman thing to go down is, if Superman knows, obviously because he's trusted Batman to have kryptonite, if he knows he's got kryptonite, don't you think Superman can keep a distance and still kill him from a distance?
Oh yeah, he's laser vision him.
Well, the thing too is kryptonite at one point was very
Rare.
At one point, it was very abundant. Then it became rare again. Now it's abundant again. I guess I don't know.
But the way I see it is, even if he's holding a freaking a baseball bat made of kryptonite, if Superman's a distance away, the kryptonite's not going to affect him from that far. But yet he could still shoot. He could still shoot him with his laser vision from a distance.
Let's put on some lead sunscreen and.
I don't know.
The kryptonite will not stop his heat vision.
Exactly. He can destroy the kryptonite from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see Superman's not stupid enough to fly down when he knows that somebody may have kryptonite.
He could actually stop within a distance that's safe from the kryptonite, and basically just
throw a rock at him.
Or just clap his hands.
Throw a car at him. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
it wouldn't even take that much for something that's
he's just a guy.
Powerful as Superman to take down a human.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we just have to stop trying not to.
He is just as fragile as me and you. All he had to do was pick up the Batmobile and drop it anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Well, Batman's in the Batmobile. Launch
Chuck
it in
into
orbit.
space.
Yep.
Pitch that
Literally
thing
driving
toward
to
the sun.
sunset. I don't know. You know what? These fights within between these I understand that you shouldn't try to make anything. You shouldn't try to basically think about it with logic. They're comic characters, but I mean, like when you get guys like the whole Superman Batman thing, yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, Batman's smart. He's gonna do this. He's gonna do that." You know what? Okay, we already cleared that up. What Superman's going to do to get rid of him?
I don't care how smart you are. If you get into the ring with an MMA fighter who is trained their whole life, to beat people up, your brain's not going to do you any good in that instant because they're just going to beat the hell out of you. The only thing that you're going to know is
we got a customizing question.
Yeah.
Kevin McCroy, are you talking about the butterfly joints getting back in? Is that what you're talking about, Kevin? If so, if you take those out, you're going to need to take a Dremel tool and increase the hole diameter of the bottom peg hole. When these are glued together, the butterfly joints are stuck in, and then they glue the torso around the butterfly joints. So getting them back in once you get them out is very difficult. I took a Dremel tool and made the bottom hole bigger, but not too big. Then reheated the joint and used a flat micro screwdriver, flathead micro screwdriver, and pushed it down into the hole until it pegged back in. It's very difficult, but it's getting there. But you gotta make sure these are nice and hot, and you gotta hold just the right size, and it gets them back, and you can get them popped in. That is, these are the shoulders from a Corsair, and it's a Vulcan torso. So I want the red butterfly joint.
I like Batman when he's portrayed more like the detective.
Yes.
Instead of the out beating people. Because,
Yes.
I mean, really, if his value to the team is supposed to be his brain, what the hell is he doing out there in the field beating people up with his fist?
His fucking wallet is the benefit to the team.
Oh, Kevin's working on Magnus, which is the same universe as Solar. Nice. I need to make a Magnus too.
I got a bunch of magnets.
The other thing I was talking about when it comes to scrapping and different characters is, okay, for the longest time you got Hulk having feuds with Wolverine, and the Hulk having feuds with guys like Thor or the Thing. I could understand the Thing, and I could understand Thor. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, Thor's he's a demigod, whatever." But the Hulk and him have these gigantic battles or whatever. But then Wolverine's considered and don't get me wrong, I like Wolverine, but he's considered, like he gives the Hulk a fight all the time, whatever. But then when you get other guys match up like Thor and Wolverine doesn't stand a chance against Thor, yet both of these guys have, their hands full with the Hulk. Like, I mean, just the way they do things, it's like, it doesn't make sense,
Yeah, it's just whatever the writer wants their narrative to be.
Yep. The winner is whoever the writer decides it to be, and how tough the fight is.
Because really, what would happen if the Hulk fought Wolverine is that he'd just pull him apart joint by joint as he beat the hell out of him, and spread his bones across the landscape. It doesn't matter how, how's that gonna heal? If I take each one of your vertebrae and toss it across the desert, one into space, one at the bottom of the ocean, how are you healing that?
Well, there was a comic where Hulk actually killed Wolverine by breaking his vertebrae. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he just have to start snapping them off, you know, like a Pez dispenser, one at a time.
If anybody wants to come in and like chat and ask questions, there's more way to. Put the link in the chat. We got another customizing question.
Yeah.
Dark Sky. Question: I have a Venom from the cartoon wave. I'd like to put regular hands on, but what figure could I get hands that'll match the body so it don't look odd? The cartoon wave. I'm not familiar with this Venom.
Is that the cell shaded one, or the one that's supposed to look like it's animated? The animated Venom. Is that what he's talking about?
This guy?
Yeah, because that's basically how he looked in the cartoon, right?
Yep.
We'll wait for an answer. Is it Dark Sky? Is it the cell shaded Venom that you're talking about?
But then have hands that will match the body. He said, yes, this is the one.
That's the one. Yeah.
I would assume that the one from the previous Venoms is on the Hyperion mold. Those hands should work. And let's see if I can find one.
Well, what kind of hands is he talking? Like fisted hands, open hands, trigger hands? Because if you got, was it Hyperion and Sentry, they came with, I think, open hands, fisted hands. He says he likes the giant monster muscle body. I was thinking about turning mine into a Superman. So Hyperion fists and Sentry fists would work then, if you want to use fists for him. Where's my Sentry? I have one here.
Very good. This one, it's on the Hyperion mold. They're smaller hands, but you got they made fist hands and like claw-like style hands for these.
He wants to make Superman.
He what? He wants to make Superman.
Superman. So the fisted hands, and didn't Hyperion and Sentry each come with an opposite open hand as well?
If he's wanting to make Superman, what he needs is a warpath. You need to swap out the forearms and the hands. Because if you're making Superman, these forearms won't work. They're like the venomized arms.
Oh, yeah.
So what you need is get a warpath. It's got the regular arms on it. You put that way, you got your fist hands and you got your gripping hands.
There you go. There's your answer.
That'll take care of all that. And
Without says, Stan Lee says the winner is whoever the writer decides.
Yep.
Chris Jordan says, I'll say this: Batman struggles fighting the Joker hand to hand, yet Gambit fought characters like Wolverine, Magneto, Apocalypse, Deadpool, and Avengers. One can argue he's a better all-around hero.
Yep. I don't like the whole thing like Batman can beat anybody with prep time. It's like, no, he's still a mortal guy, human guy. So the best fighters in the world eventually get their asses kicked. Age catches up to them. You're not going to be the best forever. Mike Tyson was undefeated for a long time until he wasn't. He got older and slowed down. Newer fighters coming in. He's still bad as hell, even at his being 58 years old. But a Mike Tyson in his prime versus modern Mike Tyson, his younger self beat the shit out of him.
He was still fairly young when he lost to Buster Douglas there, but you know what though, that his head was totally gone at that point, man.
Wasn't it like during the time it's like with his ex-wife and all that stuff and going on?
Yeah. Well, was she even his ex-wife or was just his girlfriend? Wasn't she?
I don't know. I didn't keep up with that stuff.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, Dark Sky says that's what he likes. So he wants those forearms that come on that Venom.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Then if that's what you're wanting, then the hands off of a Warpath, the fist hands should work perfect for you then.
Sentry
pop them out. The Sentry, they're a different style hand. They're nut. They got gnarled pegs. Okay. They're not meant to be removable except for heat. There. I'm gonna put I got some hands here. I'm gonna put on so you can see what it looks like. There you go. There's your Warpath hand on that forearm.
It's gonna be a Jack Superman.
Yep.
Did you say Frank Miller Superman?
Mm-hmm.
We got a non-customized question from Dark Sky. What do you guys think about Logan Paul versus Tyson? If Tyson fights him, Tyson's gonna kill him. If
it's a real fight and not just for show, even at his age, he'll beat the living crap out of Logan Paul.
He's a beast, man.
And not all of Logan Paul's fights are fixed, but the majority of them are.
Honestly, you see Tyson training. That's a scary thing.
Yep.
You know? Dark Sky says thank you for your for the hand help.
Yep, glad to help. I like to have some hand help right now. Alrighty, guys. I think it's about time to wrap up tonight. We're past the 2-hour mark. And everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us tonight. I've been debating about starting the streams an hour earlier now, doing it from 9 to 10-ish. 8 to 10-ish, I'm sorry. And a little easier for those that got to get up and work in the morning. Yes, I think pretty much all of us Dark Sky. We all want to see this. Just want to see Paul get his ass kicked.
Definitely.
Yes. Well, he was talking about backing out because he didn't want to hurt the old man.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's choosing life.
I don't want to hurt the old man. He's gonna get it. He's seen how Tyson's actually training. Kevin said the help on the shoulders worked great. Thanks. No, I'm glad to help. Have a good night and later. And this Thursday we should have a show. Like I said, I'm still gonna be down. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and we'll catch y'all next time. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. And without you, we wouldn't have much of a show tonight.
No, you're the star of the show. You know it. Stop.
I can't do hardly anything right now, so. And we'll see y'all next time.
Good night.
Take care.
Take care.